All right, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to another edition of Tough Enough. My name is Andrew Briggs. This afternoon we have a very interesting program to bring to you. We'll be talking to some young people who are representing Smart City Solutions, the new company that is on board with City Hall to talk about this whole thing about parking meters. And we have some young people who are the first set of employees of the Smart City Solutions, and they will discuss with you this afternoon why they think that Smart City Solutions is the smartest thing in town today, and why is it that young people need to get on board when this company would have rolled out its employment packages for jobs across the city of Georgetown. So stay tuned and ensure that you call a friend and tell them that Tough Enough is on the air, and we are talking with a bunch of young people here this afternoon, and they will tell you why Smart City is the smartest thing around town. First of all, let me ask them to introduce themselves to you. We're going to start with the young lady from my right.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Porter. I am employed with Smart City Solution.
Next.
Hi, my name is Wesley McDonald.
And I'm Marcia Holden.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let us start off this whole discussion. Let me ask you the question. Why is it that you decided to be employed with Smart City Solutions? Even though you've been hearing all the different battle in terms of the project and the different confusion and all of that, and some against, some for, why is it that you decided to jump on board with Smart City Solution? Start with you first.
Okay, great. Why I
Decided
to get on board with Smart City Solution, because it's a great opportunity for a young person, and most of the work right now, you come out of school, you have CXC, you go to university, you don't have persons being employed. So Smart City Solution is a great opportunity for most young people to get on board with. Most of it, you put order in the city, and
But where you used to work before Smart City Solution? Were you in a good job to give you a good pay?
I used to work, but the salary was very, very much low.
Where was that?
Qualifon,
Qualify.
yes.
That nice place. I know. All right. So you were employed at Qualifon and you decided to go with Smart City because you see that it's a best job offer,
Yes,
job package, and so on.
Yeah.
And you decided to go with Smart City. What about you, sir?
Well, I'm an electrician, been around with a few companies and people, and started to work by myself and then went on board with Smart City Solution, mainly because it provides and it plans to provide jobs for young people like myself, and it's a wide opportunity and range where you will be employed in different field areas.
All right. Young lady, next.
Okay, I'm on board with Smart City Solution because it's great work opportunity, and since there's a lot of unemployed young people and we're creating jobs for them, it's great to get on board.
Good. So basic that you're saying to us today is that employment is very important to you, and Smart City Solution seems to have a solution to the job problem.
correct.
All right?
Yes.
All right. Now, let us talk a little bit about the project itself. You know, based on what you've been seeing in the press and reading in the media, in the press and in the papers and so on, that this project, when it's rolled out, will be dealing with parking meter. It's a parking meter project, and that it will be providing 100 persons to be employed with Smart City Solutions in various areas.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us, right now you're working with them. What area are you working with Smart City Solution, in the Smart City Solution?
Okay, so basically I'm working to demonstrate to the public how to use the meter, because most persons are not familiarized right now about the meter, how to use it, so
Okay.
about the card stuff and so what they have to purchase
Okay.
to use it.
All right. Well, she said that, and I have a clip where she was demonstrating to a few folks about the parking meter a couple of weeks ago, and I want to let you see how well she demonstrated to those folks about the parking meter. You be the judge. Take a look.
Okay, first you're gonna press the green button, right? To start it. Then you're gonna press your number plate on your vehicle. Then you're gonna press the green again. Then you're gonna ask you how many time, like the minutes you wanna stand. If it's 1 hour, half an hour, 50 minutes, you're gonna press it there, and then you're gonna press the green again. They're gonna ask you for your card. Then you're gonna swipe the card here. You're gonna get a receipt coming out here where you have to push place on your bonnet of the car so that the enforced officers, when they come around, they will see that you paid to park instead of parking illegally. It's gonna get the time, the machine number, and what else? The date and the number plate of the car. Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. Now, you two are the four.
So that's a basic demonstration that you did there about the parking meter. So you have been around Georgetown demonstrating with your partner, demonstrating to persons how the meter work. How has that been?
It's been, first it was difficult, and right now over the last week and so, like 2 weeks, most persons are being on board with it. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're saying that it's a great thing for the city. We'll put the city in order. Will be less congestion and so in Georgetown.
Okay. And what has been the response from some persons who don't think that this is, viable project for the city?
Some persons are saying that we're not ready for this meter as yet, and some are saying that about the fare, the price, which they was misinformed about the price, right? And it's about like a 65, 35.
Okay. What about you, sir?
Well, some of the people, they are not familiar with the whole system, and as the weeks go by, they will be fully informed. And so far, it's been very nice dealing with some of the people on the road. You get to explain to them, and fairly well, most of them agree.
What about you, ma'am? What are your thoughts about the demonstration around the city?
I think once people become more familiarized, they're gonna get on board and they'll be comfortable.
And that's the thing. A lot of persons are saying that, we are not ready for this parking meter situation. It is not best for Guyana right now. And some are saying as well, we need it. It's the best thing that can happen in terms of dealing with the traffic build up and the parking build up around the city of Georgetown. What are your thoughts on that? You've been seeing car parked all over the city, some parked there for days, weeks, for many hours. What are your thoughts on that? Give us your thoughts in terms of why this project, when it rolled in, will be a good thing for the city of Georgetown. Anybody?
Okay, well, basically, it would be a good thing for Georgetown because they have people that really need to park, and then they got these people that just got their vehicle sitting there days upon days. When you actually come to shop on Regent Street or whichever part of Georgetown, you cannot get to park. You are parked somewhere real far where you have no idea what is going on with your vehicle and so forth. So at least it will give them a sense of responsibility that they have to move their vehicles out of the way, and the country would gain some form of a revenue from it, which is very good for City Council at the time.
All right.
Yeah, all right. So basically, it will give order in the city, as I said before. And because persons park all day, and sometimes persons want to go into the bank, and you don't have no access, no parking space there. You have to drive all the way around looking for parking space. And as my colleague said, that you don't know what happened to your vehicle there when it's parked out of your boundary. So I basically think that Smart City Solution, the project that is going on, is a good idea, and I think that more young people should get on board.
I like what you said, more young people should get on board. Let us talk a little bit more about this young people getting on board business. Because there have been a lot of talk in the press about 100 jobs for young people, and they're going to be paid well, they're going to, the unions are going to be properly represented within the business of the parking meter. They will have all the benefits that should be allotted to them, and so on and so forth. Tell us a little bit more about that. Are you satisfied, based on what you were told, that the benefits match up with the cash, so to speak?
Okay, yes, I am satisfied, excellent as I must say, satisfied with Smart Cities solution about the benefits and also the payment. Because I have a young son, he's 4 years old, and I will much more able to provide his basic needs and so for him. So they are promised and they have fulfilled their promise.
All right.
Well, when it comes to that part of the deal, it's very interesting because, there are lots of jobs out there that offer a very small salary, and with Smarty Solution, they aim to provide a suitable package for you where you can take home something at the end of the month and say, well, yes, I've earned this and it's satisfactory.
What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I think it's great because being a mother of four, it's not easy working for very little money when you have kids to provide for. So with the benefits, it's great.
And with most of you may have voted in the last elections,
Yeah.
and you have heard the opposition saying that they're going to be providing jobs for people. Do you believe that this project is what they have been talking about, providing jobs for people? The opposition is saying they're going to provide jobs. The government saying they're going to provide jobs for people. Do you think Smart City Solution is adding to that, what the government had said, and still continue to say, that they're going to be providing jobs for young people?
Yes, I truly believe so, because it's a project for the people, and once it gets on board, everybody will be employed. Young people mostly will be employed. They will have a chance to work and not be on the street corner having a lot of idle time.
What are your thoughts on that? Is meeting up government's potential to providing jobs?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Now, viewers, if you just join us, you're looking at Tough Enough. We're talking with our youth representatives of Smart City Solutions, and they're telling you why they're on board with Smart City Solutions, the company that's providing jobs with the parking meter situation in Ghana. And they're telling us why they are on board and why they think it's the best thing that has come so far in the city of Georgetown, providing jobs for young people. Most of them here are employed with Smart City Solution, and they're sharing with you why they think it's beneficial for young people to get on board with this project. Now, this project, based on what I was told, is not just going to providing jobs for young people in just the parking meter situation alone. You're not going to be just doing demonstration around the town. There are other job areas available within this company. Let us talk a little bit about that. What other job areas have you heard or you're going to be a part of when the company rolls out its employment plan?
Well, there is a IT room. They will be needing enforcement officers, call centers, agents, and technical support team and other various forms of employment within the Smart City Solution. And apart from that, when Smart City Solution rolls out, it's not just that within Smart City Solutions jobs will be created. You'll have jobs being created within the main city council, because with the revenue gain, they're now going to be able to employ people to do road contracts, clean drainage, and other stuff around the city. So it's not just within Smart City Solutions.
So it's a whole lot of different things.
Yeah,
that
it's
are
a whole
happening
lot.
there. What are your thoughts on it?
Okay, so basically we'll be employing our persons to work in the offices also, like 100 persons. And as Wesley said, that persons will be also be employed with Mayor and City Council collaborating to paint the roads and so. Enforce officer, technicians, IT technicians, because person will be trained for IT technicians.
All right, so it's a lot of opening for young people to be involved in this company. You just said to us that you're going to be having, persons going to be in the IT section, engineer section, enforcement officers going to be there, persons who do with secretarial work and so on will be also employed with Smart City Solutions. I have been looking in the press and I've been seeing Mr. Kush is all over the place, radio, on TV, and spreading the gospel of parking meter in the city of Georgetown. Have you all, at any time, based on what you have heard and seen, about the rumbling within the media about transparency and that there is no transparency in this project? We have heard a lot of a few other persons coming out and saying that it needs transparency. That is not your concern, isn't it? You're not concerned about.
No.
You're not concerned about that.
No.
You're concerned about the job.
Yep.
You just want the money.
No, not quite.
Okay.
Because
So
apart from just the salary, you will be able to attain some form of extra knowledge in a field that you probably don't have knowledge in. So
Okay.
it's not just about the money.
Okay, it's all about the experience and the
Yes.
training.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me something. If you had to do a pitch to a young person out there to tell them why is it important that they should be a part of Smart City Solution, what would you tell them?
Okay, so young person out there, I think you should get on board. Why? Because Smart City Solution is a good start in life. You can able to, with the money, of course, you'll be able to save, and basically you will learn more about how the meter, and also be trained on IT. If you're not an IT person, you will also be trained on that.
Well, like Tiffany said, I would encourage any young person to get on board with Smart City Solution. It's a step forward in life, and from there on, you can motivate yourself further and move on.
All right.
I would encourage young persons to get on board because since we're providing jobs and we know a lot of young people find it real difficult in getting jobs because you may have CXC and stuff like that and still you can't get a job. So this is a very great initiative.
So they are to get prepared for the big rollout.
Yeah.
Definitely.
When the job would start to, make its employment stuff out in there. Now,
Yes.
we have a clip of a very influential priest who was a part of the demonstration process at City Hall. And we want to bring you into that, let you see and hear exactly, unedited, what the priest said pertaining to the parking meter situation in the city of Georgetown. I'm going to ask the operator to play that clip right now.
First, you're pressing the green button, right? The button will tell you, after you press it, it will instruct you to enter your number plate. Whatever number plate is, you enter that.
So just the 4 digits.
Yes. Yeah. Good. And then you press the green button once more. Then you press the blue button. Now the blue button, this will be how long you're going to spend. If it's an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And if you're saying like, if you put in 2 hours and let's say you want to stay a little less than that, you can use the negative one to lessen the time, right? Good. Then when you're finished with that, you press the green button once more. You wait. It asks for the card. You swipe the card there. Paid. And the receipt prints. And you take the receipt and you put it on your dashboard, right? So that person could see, well, this parking space is taken up.
Valid
And when
until
the
that time.
enforcement officer or whatever is going on, they can see that you did pay for your parking, right? So that's basically it.
There is a minimum time that you're allowed.
15 minutes is
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Up.
How much for
Yes.
15 minutes?
no rates are set as yet, and we won't be answering any more questions
So it's slipped.
right now.
So this says this is valid until this time.
Yeah, correct.
And there will be an app. So if you're in the bank and like you overspend your time, there will be an app where you can go on your phone and you can press the time that you want to stay longer. Yeah. So it'll be convenient to you also.
And one has to purchase these cards beforehand.
Right. The cards will be various prices.
You guys are doing a great job, aren't you? All right.
Good, thank
This
you.
is the man that is in charge
I
of the
saw, I saw him on television.
Who are you, sir?
I am the Roman Catholic Bishop.
Roman Catholic Bishop John or Simpson?
Francis Aline is his name.
Francis Aline. Bishop Francis Aline. How are you, sir?
Very good, thanks.
All right. So I see you familiarizing yourself with this new technology.
I am.
Okay. And you are familiar with this technology, though,
I
aren't you?
have seen it before.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
Trinidad.
Oh, Trinidad. Oh. We'll be going to Trinidad soon.
Excuse me, Bishop, you would have had a chance to experience and
I'll be right
get an explanation. What are your thoughts?
I'll be right.
I think this is a good step forward. I mean, okay, there's a lot more we still need to know in terms of how it's set up and how much the cost. And I am assuming, my picture is that this is be, let's say, on one street, and persons would need to go and get their ticket. But so this is among many of the improvements I was hoping to see in the city. That's very good.
Thank you.
So you hear what he said. He said that this is one of the many improvements we're looking forward to for a long time. And you have been saying that since you came on the show, that its improvement is going to make the city, acquire more revenue. As you would have been hearing that, there's not enough money to deal with the city of Georgetown, and Georgetown needs a lot of revenue. Some persons not even paying their taxes. And with this new initiative, with this new project of the parking meter, it will add to the revenue of the city of Georgetown. More so, it will be adding to your pocket, because you'll be paid to do a work that many will be hoping to be a part of. Because I am envisioning, as soon as they say the contract or the applications are open, I could imagine, because what's going to happen in Georgetown, all right? Because this is a fresh project, this is a new initiative, this seems to be a project that will provide a lot of opportunities for young people. And you can't go wrong where that is concerned. You have been doing that, you have been speaking to people on the road, especially at the different locations that you would have been. Tell us about those locations that you have gone to since you started.
Okay, so first we went at GPO, and GPO in town, matter of fact, and then we went at GPO at Border, and let me see other location. We went at Parliament Building outside, Parliament Building. We went at Fogarty, Guyana Store, and you knew mostly, let me see, yes.
So
I
it's
can't remember the places, but
But it's mostly around the town.
yes.
Right. You have, since you were at GPO, the person that you would have interfaced with, tell us about that. When you have, in communication with those persons, when you demonstrated and meted to them, what was the reaction from some of them?
Okay, the reaction from most of them is like, we didn't know that it's so easy, and the paper said something else. So you guys are explaining now, so I understand. Most of the persons saying that.
What about you?
Well, I had just like one encounter, because I don't be on the road much with them. So the young lady was asking a question about it. When we explained, she was on board and she accepted it.
You had interfaced with the parking meter since you started?
No.
Okay, you're behind the scenes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I mean, and that is it about Guyanese when they see new project or new
Yeah.
projects roll out in the city of Georgetown or anywhere in the country. Guyanese, you know, we are very skeptical with new projects. You know, they start up nice, and then when the stuff get rolled out, you know, they say, I told you, see what's there?
Yeah.
You know, are you talking? But you are absolutely sure that this project is not here to fleece the Guyanese people, but it's there to help Guyanese people to understand that this is the international community that we are part of. I want to believe, I'm not sure, but I want to believe that this parking meter is the first in the Caribbean. I'm not sure, I might be wrong, because I haven't heard any other Caribbean country having parking meter on there. You know, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, you know, St. Lucia. I have heard those countries or those islands saying that, you know, they have parking meter. This is the first time in Guyana or in the Caribbean that we're going to be having a parking meter situation in this country. And that is why a lot of persons are so skeptical about it, because it's
Yeah.
new. And a lot of persons were talking about the price. What have you heard about the price for parking meter since it was negotiated? Have you heard that it's going to be $500, $700, I think they said $1,500 a minute, 50 minutes?
Persons are saying that because
What have you
they're
heard?
saying, what have I heard? They said that in the newspaper, they see $500 in the newspaper, for, and then some persons are saying they see $125 in the newspaper for 50 minutes, but they were misinformed.
And what have you heard? The price, is it going to be less than $500?
Yes, it's going to be far less than $500.
So what is the price you heard?
$250
$250
for 1 hour.
so far.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to think, you know, in other countries in the world that have parking meters,
Yes.
if the price adds up or the
Still
cost
working on it.
adds up, have you researched that and see if the price adds up that Guyana is saying that they're going to charge $250 an hour, and it's the same thing in other countries that has parking meters?
Well, that's the price that is set so far, but they're still trying to arrange something that it would be a whole less than the $250. But as for now, it's the $250.
Okay.
In certain parts of America, there's $4 where you have to pay. Yeah. And persons are saying that the person that travel mostly to North America, they're saying that America is far more expensive than the price that we're calling here, $250. So they're saying that that is a good price. The drivers for the minibus saying, yeah, that is a good price because they thought it was $500, which is not.
Okay. So the media, some media houses have been misinforming people.
Yeah.
All right, so I tell you what, we're going to open the lines and let's hear those in the public view on, you know, what are your thoughts on this project providing jobs for young people, and is it really something that would, you know, help the city of Georgetown where revenues are concerned? We're not here to discuss the contract per se. We're not concerned about the contract. I have dealt with the contract already, right? And this whole thing about transparency, right? That's not my concern right now. We have spoken about it, and City Hall has, you know, made their own statement on it. We know where it is right now. We know that the contract is being reviewed by the Attorney General, Mr. Bassin Williams, because the government asked to review the contract, right? So leave that there. Let us look at what this project will bring to the city of Georgetown and for jobs for a lot of young people who are unemployed. 100 jobs in different areas. How do you see that benefiting citizens and those who need jobs in the city of Georgetown? And you can tell me if you have heard of another project that is better than this. Let me know. You call, the numbers on the screen, you could call me right now and let's talk. And let's talk sensible stuff, right? Okay. Caller, you on the air?
Good morning, good afternoon, Andrew.
You need to turn your volume and sit down.
That's what I'm going to do, that's what I'm doing.
Mute it quickly.
Yes, what I'm thinking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was in Grenada, they have this parking meter.
In Grenada?
Yes, in Grenada they
Okay.
have it. There you take your vehicle into the parking lot, and they charge X amount per hour.
All right.
If you stay less than an hour, you pay less than the money that is charged for the hour.
Okay.
If you stay over the hour, then you pay according to what is the meter reading. But what I'm thinking about is this. Now, a man that is working around Georgetown, or that is working by the post office, now he has to be there for 8 hours per day. And if he has to park his vehicle in the area there where he has to go to work, what would be the intake? Because remember, if it's $2.50 an hour and 8 hours per day, what would he be paying every day? What would be his financial position in that respect?
Very good question. But based on what I was told, is that there are going to be special rates for government and business workers. They're not going to be paying the same price like a person who would just come into town and wants to go in a store and buy a few items or so. Government parking, government buildings and government places will have a different arrangement. That has not been told to us as yet, not to me. All right, but I was told that that's being negotiated to have those areas regularized. Even car parks will have a different rate as well, right? So that is to be discussed as well, right?
Now, Ministry of they have their parking lot for their people. That would not be included in that.
No, I don't think so. No.
But
no.
in any other area is that these people are working and have their cars.
Yes.
And they can provide parking lot for these people.
Well, but that's why, because I think one of the city bylaws had stated that when any company, any building, any business place are putting up buildings like 3-story, 4-story, 2 stories, one of it must be for parking for their clients and their customers and their staff.
Okay.
And that has not been happening. A lot of persons throwing up big buildings and no car parks, parking area for the customer and the staff members. All right. So I think business persons now will have to provide that for their staff, you know, and not allow themselves to be caught within the precinct
I was
of the
thinking
parking
about,
meter.
okay, you clarify the parking.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. And that is what I've been talking about a lot of time. A lot of businesses have been putting up buildings, tall buildings, 3-story, 4-story, and none for parking. The parking meter is here. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Not bad at all. How are you?
Oh, fine. I'm very much concerned about what is happening. Now, the first thing that I'm concerned about is that to sell this idea, the persons concerned has done a very poor job. That's the first thing. The second thing is, and the first call touched on it, the fact that you've got all those businesses down Regent Street, and I'm dealing here with Regent Street, and 90% of those businesses, the owners have cars. Are you suggesting to me that those owners would have to pay a parking meter fee? Because what is going to happen now, when you look down the road, it's that those owners now would automatically transfer their costs, their operating costs, to the consumers, and the consumers would definitely be in a problem in terms of raising the prices and so, right? That's point 2. The third point is that we should have within the system, right? Okay, we should have within the system a situation whereby the parking meter should not be used in areas that you have heavy businesses, okay? Because you're going to definitely have a problem. And I think personally, it's my opinion, that this whole concept has been ill-conceived, and what is going to happen is that it's going to blow up in everybody's face.
All right.
Right?
All right, good. You made your point. Have you, well, I was asking him the question if he has traveled around the world and see how parking meter operates, right? Because based on what I was told and what I have researched recently, I think Mexico no, in Los Angeles, they recently upgraded their parking meter, okay? And there is not just in business places, this is also in, what we call those areas that person live, you know, that they have parking meter there. And it has nothing to do with whether you have a business and it's parked on the, it's placed in my business place, and then I will have to incur costs. The fact of the matter is, as long as you're occupying city space, it's a cost to the city.
Correct.
If you go to England and you park in anywhere in town or any area in town where parking meters are located, you will have to pay for that spot.
Yeah.
All right? And that is what helps you when you walk in the city and somebody snatch your bag, a constable is there to arrest the person, because that helps the city to develop and to apprehend those individuals who in the scamping business. So I don't think he's on point when he said it should not be in business places. Oh, come on, be fair. Caller, good afternoon, welcome to the program.
Very good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
And thank you for entertaining me, for having me on. When people go overseas, they are parked, and there are parking meters where people go and park their vehicles. On the structures, they have parking. Oh, you talk about the 4 stories that we're seeing about Georgia, but then they make provisions for parking at the bottom there.
That's what I was saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cars, they pay the meter, and you park your car for
That's
how
right.
long you want to park it.
That's what I'm saying.
So we have become a country, a people of lawlessness, and we don't want to see our standard. Some of us don't want our standard to be above board. Okay? So we
Everything
need
must
to
be
have a
free.
new mindset.
Everything must be free.
Yeah.
Need to have a new mindset.
Yes.
And honestly, walking in Georgia, I hate going downtown when I don't have to go downtown. It's too much of congestion.
So you are in agreement with the parking meter in the city of Georgetown?
I am in agreement, but we need to have structures where people could drive their vehicles in and park their vehicles also. When
Right.
they're thinking about constructing buildings, they must think also about providing parking for customers and the staff. And another thing too, people who live in, let's say, New Jersey, and they're working in Manhattan or they're working in Brooklyn, and they drive their vehicles and they park by the train stations, bus park, whatever, where there's the parking, and they join the buses, join the trains, and go to where they have to go to work.
And pay that?
They don't drive right up. Some people drive. You can barely get parking easily down in Manhattan, and New York and those places. So we have to have our minds renewed, and these engineers and contractors, when they're doing businesses or doing buildings, the owners need to think about all these things. Georgia is too congested, the streets are too narrow, and I am saying there are too many vehicles on our streets, and everybody, most people who are driving, they believe the road belongs to them, and where they don't have space, they feel it off the road so that they could drive as they like and when they like.
Well said, ma'am. Well said. Well said. Thank you very much for calling.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And that is what we were talking about all the time.
Yeah.
That in no industrialized country in the world, you can go and park your vehicle there for hours and not pay a cent for it.
Exactly.
It wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen in New York. It wouldn't happen in Manhattan. It wouldn't happen in Los Angeles. It wouldn't happen even in Miami. When you go there and you park on city spaces, you must pay. And a lot of Guyanese travel,
Yeah.
go over travel around the world, and when they get there and they drive in a car, they have to park. Somewhere you gotta park, and you pay without
have to pay.
saying nothing.
Yeah, because a lot of persons were saying that to me on the streets. We went to America, we have to pay, so why now we can't pay in our own country to develop our country?
Well, let's hear another caller. Caller, you on the air?
Yes, good afternoon to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, why is it that we in Guyana have become so not aware not conscious, not progressive. Is there any other entity? I have heard the private sector condemning, finding fault. Have they implemented, have they have a plan where they will provide jobs for those young people?
I haven't heard anything yet.
We have them, so many of them are unemployed. So many of them are going out there and getting themselves involved with crime. We need to have them occupied with jobs. We need to understand, for us to really develop, we have to make sacrifices. Every time something there is put out, most times you hear a lot of criticism, a lot of condemning.
From the business
You
people
do not
themselves.
hear people saying where this thing will do good and what area it will do good. Especially for these young people, we have them so many here,
Yes.
unemployed. We need to get them employed. And I welcome this project. I called in already and said I welcome this project because I am a youth advocate. I remember I was young and I was very ambitious, and I'm still ambitious as a senior citizen, as a grandmother. We need to get these young people involved, and we need to try to make it work. We need to make sacrifices.
Exactly.
I agree with you, Mommy.
I don't have anything else to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank you very much.
for
Yes,
listening.
ma'am. Yes, and that's true. There are a lot of young people coming out of the University of Guyana, those other colleges,
Yeah.
and they're at home. They ain't doing nothing. They're there and they're doing nothing. Right? I know of some persons who just at home all the time on their Facebook, on the phone, on this, on that, and then doing nothing else afterwards.
Yeah.
It's eat, sleep, and repeat. That's it.
Because you're sending application places and you no respond.
That's true because a lot of persons who are unemployment are sending applications. We get back to you.
Yeah.
2 years, we get back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 years, we get back to
Yeah.
you. You know, and they're still and they're dependent on mommy and daddy. I know mommy and daddy fed up. They ain't saying it. But they say, you know, Lord, man, 30 years and he still can't get a job. 15, you know what I mean? 15 years gone, he can't get a job. What's going on? This is the opportunity that this project will bring to 100 plus young people in different skill areas. Engineer, mechanics, call center, enforcement, as the thing goes along.
Yeah.
Caller, you on the air?
Yeah, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see the Jubilee thing where the president had opened at Hatfield Street there? If they take all the minibus them and put them, park them right there and make the bus park right there, that would ease up so much of congestion in the city. That's all.
All right. That's his opinion. You know, that's his opinion. Yes, but you know, when we get started, and the engineers will come on on shows like this and explain to all of us how this whole thing will be done in terms of the electronic aspect of it, because I was told that the parking meter is going to be it's going to be a network. It's going to be a network system and be put in place that will read all the parking meter across the country, across the Georgetown area, where it will communicate with one another. So if you park your car for 2 hours when you only pay for 1, and it gets towed away by the enforcement officer, you will have to pay for the cost you spend extra on the road, okay? And you have to pay to take it out.
Correct.
You know, because you can't use up city space for hours and you're paying for it. I remember in Trinidad, I saw somebody parked for 5 minutes, ran in a store. By the time you run in the store, you come back with the vehicle gone. You understand? They got a little tow truck. Just come, reverse, pop, and pop you up, and go on with it into the bond. When you go, they got to pay $5 to $30 to take it out.
Yeah. The only thing about this thing, we Guyanese need to be disciplined.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
if you know you're going to park in Georgetown for an hour, and you're going to do your work, going to do your business in an hour's time, Guyanese don't do time, you know.
No.
Everything is their own time. You know, we do we think with your own time. You know, we want to go in a store and shop. We spend, you said we can go in the store and spend like about 15 minutes. That multiply by 3. And you park right there. I am paying. Well, it will teach us discipline. And that's the thing. It will teach us to organize ourselves and to save time or to
Correct.
conserve on our time in a much better way. Some more persons calling. Caller, you on the air?
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any way the applications can be sent?
That will be told to you as soon as they are ready.
Okay. Is there a
Keep
particular,
it in the it will be in the press.
is there a particular age group for employment?
Well,
18 up.
18 up, I would say.
2.
18.
18 to what?
18.
Is there a cutoff?
No. 18 to 101, if you want to come.
No cut
No
off.
cutoffs.
18 to 101.
Okay then, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're getting some more calls. We have 12 minutes more to go. Call you on the air.
I believe that the price that they put to the meter is quite reasonable because I was in Grenada and they charge 3 something an hour.
How much?
3 something, $3 or something.
That's what, TT dollars? What?
$3.
EC?
And EC
Uh-huh.
dollars is by far higher than Guyana dollars.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
EC dollars. That's all right, yeah.
Still, what they are charging there is quite reasonable.
You know, that's true. Thank you very much, ma'am. You know, I I know some people will want to have me for this, but I don't care. A lot of persons would prefer to take $3,000 and go to a show for 2 hours
True.
than to spend $215 to park, get your business done, and go your way.
Yeah.
They prefer that.
Exactly.
And a lot of persons prefer circle around Georgetown for hours or minutes spent burning gas than to stop and park and go and get your business done and pay a little $250. It's madness, I tell you. Madness, boy. Caller, you on the air.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
I am glad about the meter, and I agree with them. When Jagio was stealing the money, they couldn't ask questions. Let them pay. I agree with it. They couldn't argue with Jagio and tell him what to do. I agree with it and let the congestion stop. Good.
Thank you, caller. That's a caller's own opinion
Yeah.
on the matter. The numbers are still on the screen. You can call us. We have like about 10 minutes more to go. So, you know, think about it and what it will do to the city of Georgetown. All right? Because this is, based on what I was told, it's a $10 million direct investment. City Hall, I'm paying for nothing but providing the space for a parking meter. City Hall will get 20%. The government will get 16%. And everything will total up into 36%,
Yeah.
going back to the state and to develop the city of Georgetown. And I mean, that's just a starter. All right? There are other projects will come on stream that will provide jobs for young people.
Yes.
And that is what young people want. A person wants to know that when they graduate from the University of Guyana, when they complete their degree or their master's degree, jobs available for them. You know, and that is what the project is hoping to achieve, to provide jobs for young people. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the program. Hello. Caller, you on the air? Oh, not ready. Yeah, I mean, and that's it. Think about it. When you walk into a city of Georgetown, the pavement clear, the streets are well organized. You have constable there to answer to your call. If somebody snatch your chain, a constable will appear in minutes, apprehend you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that this project will bring to on the table. You know, and people need to think about that. And not just to hear. I mean, a lot of persons are so gullible, they run with hearsay. They hear something and they kind of find it, ask if you think it's true, they run with it. And when they catch yourself by it, you think that's a boss. Different price. Caller, you on the air. Yeah. You know, I've been hearing it in the media, so I hear a lot of media houses kind of think at $500. Yeah, it's $500 an hour.
Yeah.
And when you hear the show, it is not so. It is not so. Caller, you on the air? Caller, you on the air? Hello? All right, they're not ready. So, the price that we've been hearing so far that will cost you to park in the city is $250 thus far. It might be lower than that.
Yep.
Correct.
All right, it might be lower than that. So we are hearing $250, not $500. $250 to park in the city when the program roll out. And it might be lower than that. That's what I'm saying. Caller, you on the air?
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
Who
You can speak up a little bit. I'm barely hearing you.
the person who is headed this project,
The person who is heading the project.
Yes, I think I recall him saying that he was introducing that system to the past.
Yes.
Yeah, for a while, couple years. Well, since 1995,
Yeah.
I would say.
Not to come on air and saying about what the present administration did. Durban Park, lots of millions of dollars of stealing and throwing sand on Durban Park a couple of years ago, and the bush came right back up.
I remember that.
Yep.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Actually, King
Yeah.
Forest.
Think ahead and started providing for the citizens of Guyana. We need to stop the nonsense that we are doing and think about the Guyana and the people of Guyana. Who today will come back to haunt us tomorrow. And instead of us going forward, one step forward and two steps backward. Vision that Forbes Burnham had for Guyana, I think Guyana would have been a better place pertaining to feeding and housing the nation.
Yes.
And would have indeed been the food basket.
Of the Caribbean.
And
All
the
right.
Guyana dollars have been wasted. Rot and waste. Lot of Guyana's money. Needs to stop this nonsense. Good afternoon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Another support of the project. So,
Yeah.
more callers are coming in. Caller, you on the air?
Yes, good afternoon.
Yes,
Good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Your program. I wanted to say the parking meters is a good initiative that the government is doing. I've never seen black people complain so much. 26 years that you're complaining now. Everything annoys them. I want to make reference to the caller that had called about the parking lot that was supposed to be a Jubilee Park. Now, if I'm shopping at Border Market or Starbucks, do I have to get something to go to the Durban Park to catch a bus? Now, if I have to shop at the mall in Regent Street, where do I catch a bus? You understand me?
Probably walk.
I'm saying this because if I'm living in South and I'm at Big Market to get shopping, so I have to get something, go to Durban Park to catch a bus going south. Nonsense.
Yeah.
Correct is right.
Allow him to express
Listen to me if I'm
himself.
shopping in Georgetown.
Yes. Allow him to express himself, and for you.
Park my car, still at Durban Park, and how will I get to town to shop and how will I get back to get my car? That's a nonsense.
So you agree with the parking meter situation, right? Caller?
I was saying about the call that I said, instead of making Jubilee Park what it is.
Yes. We don't got him out the way already, but you agree that the parking meter will make a difference in the city of Georgetown?
We need that progress
All right.
because persons overdo it.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. More callers. Caller, you on the air? News or TV? Yes, you on the air, caller?
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes.
Can I have a contact number for one of the representatives there?
Yes, you can. I'll ask the operator to mute the sound so that you can get the number. Yes, and if you want to know, if I'm back on the air, Dominique, thank you. And if you want to make contact with the director of Smart City Solutions, you can call 603-7913. Or you can go on Facebook and you can search for Smart City Solutions. There's a Facebook page, and they have all the updates in terms of what's happening with the parking meter and what's happening with situations that are, happening within Smart City Solutions, you can go there and see all the updates on our Facebook page there. Okay, so you can go to that Facebook page and you will find that information that you need for the parking meter situation. All right, now, based on what I was told as well, is that there's going to be a big rollout of information in the media pertaining to sensitizing the public about the parking meter situation in the city of Georgetown. There are going to be appearances on the station as well on Channel 11 at 4 o'clock on Saturdays. There's also going to be appearances on 94.1 Jump Start tomorrow morning with Gordon Mosley and team on Jump Start from between 7 to 9. There's also going to be another rollout tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock on NCN Ghana Today show. You know, we're going to give you as much information that we can to update you on where the information in terms of promotion and so on will be done across the media as far as possible pertaining to the parking meter. There's also a clip in the papers today, the Sunday Chronicle and the Sunday Stabrook, where they have a flyer explaining about the parking meter and the benefits of the parking meter situation in Georgetown. So check it out. It's all there. I'm going to ask the caller, as a matter of fact, I'm going to ask each person on the panel to give their closing thoughts about the project, starting with my good friend on my right.
Okay, so basically I think it's a great idea because, as I said before, we Guyanese, we need to be disciplined, and it will be order in the city for parking. Person will be able to go into a store or go into the bank, matter of fact, and park and go in, do the business and come out. We always have parking space for them. So I think everyone should get on board with the Smart City solution.
Well, basically, I welcome again the Smart City solution because it aims to provide jobs to young people, and we, the young people, are in need of that, and it's a good goal.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
And I totally agree with my colleagues here. I do agree with, I think it's a great initiative since it provides job opportunities for young people and discipline in the city.
There you have it, and that's the end of our show this afternoon. We trust that you would look out for another edition of Tough Enough and that you will have the opportunity to participate in a demonstration that will be happening across the city of Georgetown. When are you going tomorrow? Where's the next location?
Tomorrow we will be on Regent Street, I think at Shell gas station.
Shell gas station tomorrow on Regent Street. They're going to be there to demonstrate to the public how the meter works.
Correct.
So that's it for us. See you back here next time. Bye-bye.